Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Dreamwalker Tarot, and my name is Dawn. Welcome to the Aries reading for October 2021. Please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for post notifications. Today's first reading comes from the Nature Nurture Oracle deck by Marcella Krall, and the first card is Frog for Detox, the Serpent in reverse for healing, and Coral for nurture. Okay, so with the Serpent card in the reversed with the Serpent card in the reverse signifying healing, this is what you're actively resisting right now, or more so than resisting, you are just trying to act like it doesn't even exist, right? There's like things in your life, people, situations, like things that you need to shed and get rid of. At this stage of the year, we're following the signs of nature. And as we can see that we're in the fall season, it's really about shedding old ways, old timelines, old thought patterns, ways of being, and really try to remove all of those excesses on us and just learn how to let go and to heal ourselves from the things that we've just shed from our lives, right? And so the Serpent card in the middle of the reading with the frog on one end and the nurture card for the coral card for nurture on the other end. Spirit is really calling for you to tend to your vessel, your physical vessel, your emotional, your spiritual bodies. Those need to be nurtured. But in order to do that, you need to work with the physical body. You need to detox yourself from not just from with the foods that you're eating, which is absolutely the first step, eating fresh fruits, vegetables, drinking lots of water, really allowing your body to rest and heal itself is very much so necessary. But also there is an element of detoxing of people that might not be for your greatest good, might not have your best interest at heart. Just removing negative situations and negative people from your life as a form of detox, and nurturing yourself, really talking to yourself the way that you talk to other people, giving yourself what you give other people. And in the process of detoxing and removing those people, that energy that you would have expended on them, you can now expend on yourself. And that is very necessary moving into into October, or we're in October. So yeah, this is very necessary for moving into October. Okay. The frog card came up in, I believe it was the Pisces reading, and the healing card also came up in the Scorpio reading. So this is a lot of water energy. If you have water anywhere in your chart, you might want to take a look at that and what that signifies. But also water, is a cooling and calming agent for you, Aries, and it's a good way to help with detoxing an overheated body, because you are a fire sign. So we're going to move into the tarot to see what else is there. Okay, so the first set of cards that came out are the Moon in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, and Knight of Swords in reverse. And so this is like a really heavy, kind of like burdened down energy. With the Moon in reverse, it kind of it reads like a bunch of secrets came out, right? So some things came to light. Pretty much what came to light was the fact that you were feeling overburdened, and you were feeling like you were taking on too much and you were doing too much, and it got to the point where it was like a breaking point for you. And I think that you were kind of hiding how much stress you were under from people, like not wanting to tell them, but that something actually happened to kind of make that come out. And so now there's like no getting around it. Everybody knows that how you were feeling, and why you were feeling that way. And we're going to pull some more cards to kind of get like a full scope of everything. Okay, so what this whole spread looks like is that what has come out and what has been revealed is that you might have been doing a little bit too much partying, a little bit too much hanging out, spending too much, like just really not really being realistic about your finances because you're having like a really good time, right? And that that became a little bit too much. So you might have been late on some bills and some things got cut off, and that's kind of like how everything came, to be noticed that something was off, right? But it's just a lot. Like it feels like you're carrying a lot that you're not really speaking on, and trying to kind of cover it up with having a good time, instead of actually dealing with whatever it is that you're going through. I do kind of see with the Fool in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and the Chariot that there is something that you want to move forward to. It could be like a new creative venture to help kind of like focus your energies, all your creative energies, and you might be wanting to start a project. You might be wanting to start a new relationship. It's definitely something that you are moving forward and looking forward to doing with the Chariot in the upright next to the Knight of Cups. But with the Fool in reverse, it could mean that even though it's something that you want to do or something that you hope to do, you're not really taking the steps towards it. You're kind of like resisting that a little bit, but that is something that you actively want to do. Okay, let's pull some more cards to go further into the reversals. The clarification for the Moon card is the Six of Wands, Six of Wands in reverse, the Two of Wands, Six of Swords in reverse, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Cups in reverse, as well as the Page of Cups is also in reverse. Okay, so what has been revealed, or what is the Moon is revealing, is this thing where something that you thought was one way actually didn't turn out to be the way that you thought it was going to turn out to be, right? It seems like you were really making plans towards something, and it with the Page of Cups here, again, that's kind of similar to the card that came out before, pointing towards the Chariot, which is like making plans around starting a new venture. And this venture could be like a creative project, something that you were passionate about, something that you were really looking on making plans to do, and it did not work out, right? The wish fulfillment card, which is the Nine of Cups, is in reverse. And between the Nine of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Cups reverse is a Two of Cups. So for some of you, this is not a project, but more of some sort of relationship that did not go as planned. You're having a hard time moving away from this situation or this project, or the failure of the project. You did get some truths about the situation, but it's hard for you to move away from it. Now, if this is a project, a passion project that you are kind of like mourning the fact that it didn't go forward, this is something that you need to keep doing. And in the process of that, you need to really pay attention to the dreams that you're having right now. You're having crazy dreams. You need to write them down. It does not make sense now, but it will, and it's tied directly to this project that you want to do. Like that thing that you're waiting for, that one piece of information. Please excuse the motorcycles, they're out tonight. That one piece of information that you need to make your project successful lies in your dream, and that message is being given to you, and it might not make sense to you, but just write the dreams down and eventually it will make sense. Some of you, this is your Moon sign with the Moon card present here. So this is something, the failure of this project or this relationship is something, like I said, that you have been kind of keeping to your vest. You think that no one notices it, but you're kind of not really covering it up that well, okay? The because you are outwardly giving that, the affect that something is really bothering you, and whether you're, kind of moping around, or whether you're just trying to like party and distract yourself by hanging out and, overspending and just trying to not think about it, it is obvious to some people. Okay. So, we want to kind of like, get out of that. But I do kind of feel like you're not done, right? You're not moving away from it. You have the Fool in reverse, which means you're not moving away from it and you're not done. So if this is in terms of like your project, absolutely, put all your energy and effort to it. Just make sure that your energy and effort is not wasted. Okay, let's move on. To clarify the Ten of Wands, we have again the Six of Swords in reverse, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool of Pentacles. And so I think for some of you, what this is saying is it's not just a matter of not moving forward, it's a matter of being physically stuck. You are stuck and you can't make that new start because you're stuck, and it's like a financial thing. It's you're like in a financial place of feeling like you don't have enough money. And with the Five of Pentacles, this particular Five of Pentacles card from the Lightseers Tarot deck shows a woman sitting in a house with a key and a lock for the door, and it's like she doesn't see the key to unlock the door, right? She's really just focused on what she does not have and what she feels like she can't get. And so this is kind of like the energy behind the Ten of Wands. It's like a real feeling of being stuck. Some of you might be trying to move into a new home, buy a new place, get a new apartment, and it's like the finances just aren't there, which you kind of feel a little weird because with the Queen of Pentacles here, you are definitely, like you're about your money and you're definitely about your finances and working. But for some reason, it's like it's not enough, right? Between the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, there is a Four of Pentacles here, which means that you're kind of like hoarding your money. But for some reason, it's like regardless of that, you still are not able to move forward. And I think a lot of that has to do, again, with the Three of Pentacles. You might be spending in one way and kind of depleting your funds that you were trying to hold on to move for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just to like, I don't know, party and hang out and all that. I don't really think that's all there is to it, but I feel like you're kind of like emotionally spending right now. And so that's leaving you in a little bit of a rut because you're feeling physically stuck and you are unable to move forward, even though you really want to. To clarify the Three of Cups in the Nine of Pentacles are the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles is also in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So this looks like a lot of misdirected energy. With the Two of Pentacles here, there's like a definite balance and act with your finances, but I don't think it's just your finances, it's also like your emotions as well. The Page of Swords in reverse is like a really scattered type of energy, meaning that there's like a lack of focus. And then just like a general like impulsiveness, like doing things without really thinking about it because it feels good at the moment. And like I said, that kind of feeds back into the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups is like a really like just like a go lucky type of vibe. Like we just spending and having a good time. And so in the pursuit of what it is that you actually want, you're actually digging yourself into a deeper hole, because if you are trying to move, or you're trying to get out of the environment that you're in, or you're trying to start something new, your focus and energy is a little scattered and not focused on what it is that you should be doing to accomplish these goals that you want for yourself. There is an element of a person that is kind of in the mix of this, and this person, you should kind of be a little bit wary of them, because they might be doing a lot of talking and making a lot of promises that they don't keep, that they aren't planning on keeping, and so they might be the reason behind your misspending, and if it's not them, then it's vice versa. You want to be careful that you're not involving yourself in a situation where you're just doing a lot of talking and making a lot of promises and saying that you're going to do things that you're not going to do, right? Because that is the reasoning behind the Three of Cups in reverse, and also the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of misguided energy, misdirected funds, overspending. And we need to really pay attention to the company that we keep, because with the Seven of Cups in the last spread, people just sometimes aren't what they seem, and you don't want to just waste time and energy on people who are really not here for your greatest good. And that goes back to the whole purge, the frog in the beginning with the detox, about really like getting rid of people in your life that are not here for your best interest and not here for your highest good, because that is actually preventing you from healing and preventing you from getting to the spaces where you actually want to be. The Fool in reverse is being clarified by the World card, the Lovers card, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So really, there is something that you want to start. Particularly with the Lovers card here, it might be a new relationship, but you are having a little bit of apprehension about this relationship. There might be some things about this person that you don't know, and I think the time will reveal this to you. In terms of starting something new, I would wait until after Mercury retrograde is over, which is like the beginning of November, to just kind of like snuff it out a little bit and see if this person is who they say they are, if they do the things that they say they're going to do, if they're showing up for you in your life, if you're doing the same for them. You just kind of like suss it out and see where this is going, because with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, there might be a thing where one of you is giving too much, right? And there's like not an equal balance between the give and take in this dynamic. And if that is the case, this is the reason why the Fool is in reverse. So if that's what you're trying to start, just be mindful of that, okay? The first advice card is the Autumn card, which is to release the old and rest. Release all of the pressure and expectation weighing you down. Shed it all so that you can recover before moving into a time of renewal. Autumn is when the leaves are preparing for the long, cold winter and must let go of all of the weight they are carrying in order to continue to grow and prosper. Sometimes you too just have to surrender an aspect of yourself in order to continue to grow and prosper. The Raven on the Autumn card shows that there is an opportunity to heal at this time. In Celtic animal medicine, the raven is the bird of healing and initiation. The healing it brings is a shift that allows you to move into a more powerful psychic space where you can be more aware of your needs and desires and be better supported. You know what is heavy, what is holding you back? Is it a person, a situation, a dream? Like the trees letting go of their leaves and fruit in the autumn, it's time to let it go. When you hold on, you try to control reality, and that never works. When you let go, you make space for the new to enter your life. You are being guided by your angels and nature herself to release whatever is stopping you from moving forward. And you can do this. When the Autumn card arrives in the future position of a spread or is the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the autumn will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. The next and final card is the Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. In native traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species, or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into an animal to go journeying. If there is a wild animal that you are particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditation or journeying practices to go exploring in the other worlds. When you shift into animal form, you can see the world through different eyes and tap into the animal survival skills to help yourself through a particular situation. You may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you are in a space of transformation. You are you're moving beyond your past challenges and honing your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are. You are an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. You are guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. When this card arrives, there's an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note if you're seeing a particular animal regularly, because its medicine is coming to you. Okay, so with the beginning cards, there was the energy and the element of shedding and detoxing, and also to nurture yourself. But I think in the space of that nurturing yourself, you can use your talents and your gifts to nurture, or your time rather, to nurture your talents and your gifts during the autumn period when you're like releasing and letting go. You can use that, the extra mental that you have now that when you're letting toxic situations and toxic people go, to hone those skills that you have, right? And that is a good way really to get through this little bit of a bumpy ride that you're going to be in during the month of October, okay? If you have gotten to the end of this reading, I want to thank you very much. Please leave a comment below. Let me know how this reading resonates in your life. Share it with a friend if you feel like they can benefit from the wisdom here. Share, again, follow, hit the bell for post notifications. And thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next month.